story to tell. Ooh. Hey y'all, what's going on? Welcome back to another edition of Storytime. I just want to say hi to everybody who's already in the chat. What's going on, Pisces Vibes? Again, thank you for being a member. Hey, Aunt Nisi. And yes, y'all heard what Hanka said, hit that like button. Hey, Max. Hey, make sure that y'all are subscribed to Max and the Blueprint, y'all. Y'all know how I feel about support. And speaking of support, without further ado, I'm just going to bring up our special guest. Who is it? Hey, Hankin.
What's up with it?
What's going on? You know, you had me come on to your platform, so I had to return the favor and have you over here.
Roy, how's my audio?
You good? Now, you know I would have told you about yourself before we hit live.
No, I made a couple adjustments, though.
Oh, you did? No, you come through loud and clear. Loud and clear. Hey, Marv, a long time no see. So, Hankin, for the people who don't know who you are, first, just tell us a little bit about yourself.
I'm Hankin, JT HankinTV boss. I'm an author, content creator, promoter. I promote. I do a little bit of everything. I'm from Dayton, Ohio, Midwest.
Okay. So, being that you was a promoter and things like that, what led you to YouTube?
When I say promoter, really not a club promoter, but just promoting brands. Period.
Okay.
I think what led me to YouTube was it's kind of an extension of social media. You know what I'm saying? I really was trying to get my book out there, get my brand out there, and connect and network with like-minded people.
Okay. I know that you talk about support a lot too. What's the reason that make you feel like that? Because like I know my backstory of why I'm so strong when it comes to support, but like what's your driving force behind wanting to promote other people?
I think my driving force is you got to give what you want to receive. You know, I done ran across a lot of talented people, and I think they could have made it real far if they'd have just had somebody that believed in them, help them push their stuff. You know what I'm saying? And also, I believe if I help somebody make it and get through the door, you know what I'm saying, I also make it and get through the door.
Yeah, I agree. I feel like you can't truly call yourself successful unless you got a hand in making other people successful.
Right.
So, what was it like for you growing up?
That's another part. That's kind of another part. Probably what got me kind of into media. You know, I grew up when I grew up. My dad, he was the manager of the Ohio Players. You know,
Okay.
Ohio Players was a huge funk band back in the 70s. You know what I'm saying, the 80s, and I grew up around a lot of celebrities, traveling, and the cameras and lights. You know, so it kind of stuck with me.
Okay. So do you do anything musically or you like to be more behind the scenes?
I don't do that musically. I'll be behind the scenes, but for some reason it's like I could sense talent. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. So being that you're over here on the YouTube side, how do you feel about how it's going for you? Like, how do you like the experience so far?
I mean, it's pretty cool. It all depends on what side of YouTube you on. You know what I'm saying? But for the most part, I mean, it's good. You know, it's like anything else. It takes time. You know, it ain't gonna happen overnight. But it's gaining traction. You know what I'm saying? I'm making some nice connects. I met some good, talented, dope people. Kind of building like a network circle of different people to work with. I mean, it's doing good.
Would you say? I'm sorry.
Like
Go
I
ahead.
said, all depending what a person into it for. in it for, because we both know we kind of be in them ghettos on them YouTube streets sometimes too. So it all depends on what the person trying to get, you know.
Mm-hmm. Do you find it to be more positive or negative? Like if you were to tell somebody was to tell you they wanted to be on YouTube, what are some tips you would give them?
Stay consistent. If you have any ideas, go ahead and jump on them. Because one thing about it is because it's nothing new under the sun. You know what I'm saying? So when you got an idea, you might have an idea, you haven't executed it, and while you sitting around waiting, somebody else done executed it, and you think they done stole your idea. No, I think they done stole your ideas, just that it ain't nothing new, you know? So I think I would tell people to stay consistent, execute your ideas, and just work hard.
You know, you made an interesting point because I actually did have to, you know, I guess figure that out the hard way because I would feel like that sometimes. Like, you know, you spend your time coming up with something, you think you about to hit them hard, like, I'm going to kill them in the morning. You know what I'm saying? And then you look over and you see somebody doing something that's kind of like what you're doing and you get discouraged. But you're right, it's not nothing new under the sun. So it's all about how you execute that thing.
Right. And then also in that, you know what I'm saying, you can't tell people your ideas. Sometimes you be excited, you know what I'm saying, you want to share your ideas and stuff, but sometimes you can't. But I think it all boiled down to it ain't nothing new under the sun. You know, I read a book called The Millionaire's Course, and it said the average person has $3 million ideas a day, and all they consist of is improving something that already exists. So
that's a little deep right there, Hanky. That's a little deep. Because that's so true. What's up, Mac? And thank you, Arneezy, for gifting those memberships. I really appreciate that. Now, speaking on, Mac just came into the building. So that's a nice segue into authorship because he's an author, you're an author. I'm so glad that you guys got to meet each other. What made you want to start writing books?
Yeah, shout out to Mac. Catch me on Mac's show next Wednesday at 6 p.m.
Yeah.
What got me? I am repeat the question.
I said, what made you want to start writing books?
You know, I didn't set out to be an author. Like I said, I'm a behind the scenes person. What I really wanted to do was I want to be a publisher. You know what I'm saying? I want to publish books. And once again, you know what I'm saying, finding talent. So what happened was I was incarcerated. You know, I did 10 years straight. So, and when I first got locked up, this was in the era when what they call urban books and street books became popular. So being in there, facing 10 years, you know what I'm saying, thinking the day gonna never come to get out, you know, there really ain't nothing in there to do but read. One of the things that I learned, they said the best writers are people who read. So, like I said, them urban books had became popular then. So I happened to get shipped to one institution. I got shipped to an institution that was in Columbus, Ohio. And in Columbus, Ohio, Triple Crown Publications headquarters was there. And Triple Crown's publication was created by Nikki Turner, which is a female who was also incarcerated, and she wrote an urban book while she was incarcerated. And when she got out, she self-published it, which turned into Triple Crown.
Okay.
So when I got transferred to that institution, they had brought her in as a guest speaker. You know what I'm saying? A female who had also been incarcerated, who got out and became successful. So they brought her in to speak, and she was telling us about her books. So she had a lot of authors, you know what I'm saying? So she was giving us her spiel, telling us about her books. So when she was describing a book, she'd be trying to think of the author's name, and she couldn't think of it. So I'll tell her the author's name. I did that about 3 or 4 times. So after the program was over, she was like, "Wow," you done read a lot of my books. I said, a lot of the books that come through my publishing company. I said, "Yeah, I read all of them." So she asked me, did I want a job? So I said, yeah. I said, yeah, I'll take a job. What do it consist of? So what my job consisted of was, before a book is published, you got what you call a manuscript. That's like the rough draft of it. So what people do, if you're trying to get a book deal with a book company, you will submit your manuscript to them for them to go over it, to read, to see if they want to go ahead and publish it. So what my job was when people sent their manuscripts to Triple Crown Publications, they would send them to me, and I would proofread them, read the story, and see if it was good enough to be viewed in-house.
Right.
So that's how I got connected. So that's how I got connected in the literary world. So reading so many books and reading so many different manuscripts taught me how to write a beginning, a middle, and an end, and how to write a complete story.
Right.
So, like I said, I never wanted to write. I wanted to be behind the scenes, but I kept having this story that just kept popping up in my head. So I just started writing a little bit, just jotting notes down on it one time. So, like I said, I did 15. So altogether, I did 10 straight, but altogether I got 15 in. So I went and did another bit. So when I'm doing this other bit, I just sat down and I just started writing it. You know what I'm saying? And it came together.
Okay, I'm gonna play this brief little commercial real quick. Hey CB, hey Hood Therapy. Make sure y'all subscribe to my girl CB, man. We all about CB. Yeah. So I'm gonna play this quick commercial, and then we're gonna get into this book real quick.
Who is it? Do you have a story to tell me? Email me or inbox me. My email is scrolling at the bottom of the screen. I'll answer for sure.
Bring some weed, I got a story to tell.
Yo, man, y'all niggas ain't gonna believe what the fuck happened to me. Remember that bitch I left the club with, man?
Yeah.
Yo, speaking of, I'm up in this bitch crib, this bitch fuck with one of them old nick ass niggas and shit.
No doubt. Yo, you got that dust, baby? Yeah, today was a good day for you, baby. All right.
So yeah, it's always a slot open here at Storytime for anybody, any type of story. And speaking of stories, I had the pleasure of getting me a copy of this book. And I did read it. Huh?
I said, Hanky in love with the game.
Yes, I read it. So are you telling me, because you know I had text you after I got done reading it, and I asked what's the inspiration for your book? You and your life. I said, wait a minute. Is this character you, sir? What's up, Josh?
Some bits and pieces of it is. Some bits and pieces. You know what I'm saying? It's a fiction book, but it's definitely some bits and pieces in there that's true.
Mm-hmm.
But for the not to ruin the story for other people who haven't read it, but I'll say twist to the story. That's not me. That was part of my creative process.
Okay. I thought it was a cool book. You know, I'm a reader though. Like I love to read. I love to write. And I wanted more. So are you going to continue writing books?
It's a 3-part series. So that's just the first part right there. And the reason it's taking so long, it's taking so long for the second part because right after publishing that book, I started going to school for my bachelor's degree in film. Mm-hmm. That was a 3-year course. Then not counting, I failed a couple courses, so I had to retake them, and then life happened. But it's a 3-part series, you know. So I got the other 2 parts of that coming, and I also have some other series I'm gonna be dropping.
Okay. Now, how can they purchase your book?
You can hit me up, HankinTV on all platforms, or also you can hit the website. The website is on my social medias, but the quickest way to get it is either the website or just DM me.
Okay, so y'all heard it here. This book, In Love with the Game, it's a good book. I read it. And he also said it's a 3-part series. So check that out. We gotta support our own. We have to. So
I mean, it's also on Amazon as well, but I think a person would rather get it from the author himself. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, because I'm asked autograph, y'all.
It ain't autograph. It's just some words of inspiration in there.
You signed it.
Words of inspiration.
But your signature is your autograph. This autograph right here. Hey, bottoms up. This is autograph. This is going to be worth millions, and I'm never going to sell it.
Thank you. But also, going back to how I got into writing, also, as far as when I was incarcerated working for Triple Crown, I had ran into some problems with that while I was in there because, you're not allowed to profit or start a business while you're incarcerated. So I went to the hole. I went to the hole and everything because I was profiting while I was incarcerated. So I
Oh
was
wow.
such a book lover. Since I couldn't profit monetarily, what I did, I started telling them just to send me free books.
Mm-hmm. That's crazy. You can work for them, but you can't work for yourself.
All right. Now you can't profit. You can't even work for yourself in there. You can't even start no business while you in there.
Mm.
And then I also continued to do it when I came home. I also continued working with them.
With the jail?
With the Triple Crown publication.
Oh, Triple Crown. Okay. Now, would you go and speak to anybody incarcerated to show them that they can do it too?
I have and I do. I still do it to the day.
Okay.
I go to I've been to some adult facilities, but my main focus is the juveniles.
Mm-hmm. I think that's what's up. I really like that. You know, I'm big on support. So I'll be excited when I meet other people that's down with support too, because it's so much negativity going on. We got to support each other. You know what I mean? And doing positive things. Motivate, especially the babies. They are our future. And it's like, it's a lot of people out here complaining about what they doing, but I don't see them doing nothing to change it.
Right.
So.
And I think one of the reasons for people who have already experienced that, I think one of the good things for them to go back and give back, because I remember growing up, you know, you got your family, your mother and father. If they ain't never been to prison, you know, so they can tell you like, oh, you don't want to do this, you don't want to do that. You're gonna go to jail. But they can't tell you some of the things you're gonna experience in there, like your family gonna die, the violence, no letters. You know what I'm saying? Around the holidays, right? Like right now, around the holidays, this is like a real time when you're incarcerated. So doing as much time as I did, what you got to do, you got to completely detach yourself from society, and that still affects me to the day because I have family, and my wife, she tell me like I'm emotionless because the holidays I don't celebrate like everybody else. It's just another day for me because I had to detach myself for so long from that.
Right. I don't celebrate them either, but I digress from that. But what do you see in your near future with the things that you're already doing, that you're going to continue doing? Is there anything that is upcoming that we can look out for and we can support? Hey, Nurse K.
Right now, just HankinTV on YouTube, the Hankin brand. I got the Hankin merch, the Hankin t-shirts. I got the book. I got the hoodies. I also got a hats I'm about to be doing. I'm probably gonna be working on some. I'm working on a doc. I'm about to be working on a documentary for a guy.
Okay.
So I'm just really taking. Like I said, it's all about patience. People that they be having a microwave mentality. They think stuff's just gonna happen like that. So I'm prepared for the big stuff to happen, but at the same time, I'm willing to take the slow walk and just be patient. You know what I'm saying?
Right. So I know you said that you was working in books and films. Are you going to turn any of your books into films?
You know what? When I was researching my guy Mac, I had seen when he was in the films. And I got to thinking, I said, well, Hankin in love with the game, you know. Let me explain something right quick. Now, Hankin in love, now you got to realize when I was incarcerated, I was writing a book out by hand. Not knowing how many written pages equal typed up pages, and then not knowing how many pages is gonna be when you format it down to book size. So I didn't want to make it too short. I didn't want to make it too long. But now that I know how many pages when you write and equal when you type, it'd be bigger. But by being a complete story, but not being that long, I was definitely thinking about maybe doing something with Hankin.
I think that you should. Yeah, I think that's why I love connecting people. Like, I don't understand why people don't connect people that they know is in one area that could benefit somebody else they know in another area. So it was a no-brainer for me to link y'all. Because Mac is dope and he's also a very supportive person. So I can't wait to see what y'all come up with together.
It's coming.
Yeah. So y'all know y'all can catch and Mac, if you still in the chat, drop your link and tell the people again when is your interview over there with Mac?
Next Wednesday at 6 p.m.
Okay. Y'all heard it here first. He's gonna be over there. This is what it's all about. Yes, Magtastic TV. I don't know if he's still in here, but if he's not, he'll be around, y'all. So I will share that to my community while y'all go. Here you go, right here. Drop your link for them, Mac, so they can subscribe now. Go over there and subscribe. And
another thing I'll be happening. My fault. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna tell them to subscribe to you as well. Your link is in the description of the video.
I appreciate it. And another thing I be having to explain to people what hankin mean. I also got it in the Urban Dictionary. That was a major accomplishment for me.
Oh, that's what's up.
But what the word hankin mean is, hankin is nothing but another word for hustling. You know, and the word it stems from Dayton, Ohio. You know, another word they used for heroin in Dayton was hank. They called it hank. So if a person was selling a lot of it, they said you hankin. So I just took the word and I put a positive definition to it to stand for when you can supply the man and consistently turn a profit. And it's universal because no matter what a person's doing, if they hustle and they get money, then they hanking.
Mm-hmm. I like that. I do that a lot too. That's what it's about, turning negative into positive no matter what it is. So I like that. And shout out for you getting in that Urban Dictionary, sir.
Thanks.
But I would just want to appreciate you coming through. You know, I told you I'm all about support. So, you know, I'm going to be here supporting you. And, you know, I'm definitely going to tell people about this book because it really is a good book, y'all. So make sure y'all get with him and y'all check it out. Like I said, his links are in the description. You want to say anything or where they can find you before we get on up out of here?
Yeah, I'm gonna I don't do it too much, but I wanna toot my horn. I want to toot my horn one time.
Go ahead,
2018, 2019, I was one of the top 100 African American authors.
Okay. That's what's up. That is what's up. Like, really, like, that's a big accomplishment. And I commend you for that. We got to start congratulating each other. You know what I'm saying? I think that you told us about a couple of things that you did, and then you even beat odds because you said you was locked up for 15 years. Some people be locked up for that long and give up. So I commend you for continuing to press forward and accomplishing things. So shout out to you, Black man.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah. So make sure that y'all support Hankin. His like I said, his information is in the description. Make sure y'all support Mac. He about to be over here a lot. So I can't wait to see what y'all got coming for real, because this as a movie, I already seen it in a movie, because you know, when you read books give you the chance for your imagination to give its own images when you read and stuff. So I already see this on the screen.
And that's one thing, some advice I want to give people that's thinking about writing a book. It's important to be as descriptive as possible. I try to be so descriptive to the point, if I was talking about somebody smoking a blunt, the reader could smell it.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I have to do that in my songs as well. Like, don't nobody want to listen to no dry ass song or read no dry ass book. So I give hats off because it's well written. You know, it's well written, but it's like it's enticing. I like books that make me want to keep reading. Like, I read this in one day. You know,
I got that from a lot of people too. But like I said, although I dealt so deep in the book game at the time, due to my circumstances, not being access to computers or you know what I'm saying, I didn't know how many pages I handwrite. And to this day, I still handwrite. I handwrite my stuff out.
Yeah. Well, like I said, I appreciate you coming over here and supporting, and I'm gonna always support you. So always keep me posted on what you're doing so I can share it over here and vice versa. And we're gonna get up out of here.
All right, appreciate it. That's likewise.
Yeah. All right, y'all. We out of here.
Welcome to my galaxy. Welcome to my galaxy. This is TheeEnicole. You can always call me E, but don't never call me Nicole. Your presence is appreciated. Please be sure to hit that like button and that subscribe. It's always a vibe. In my galaxy. Ooh.
Hey, it's Sean Dufresne from Ready to Love, and you are watching my girl, TheeEnicole.
Tasha Lyons telling you to tune into TheeEnicole.
This is Samson from Ready to Love, and you're tuned into TheeEnicole.
It's Winter from Love Marriage DC, and you're tuned in to TheeEnicole.
Make sure you guys subscribe to TheeEnicole. She is amazing. Click that button, subscribe, and you are going to enjoy all the information that she's going to share.
So come on over and tune in